Hi everyone, my name is Deborah and this is the edit by DH. First, I'm going to start this video off by apologizing about the background noise. If you hear any drilling, any hammering, any obnoxiousness in general, I'm really sorry. I'm going to do my best to extract the background noise somehow. I don't know how, through what miracle. I'm going to try. I hope it's not annoying when you listen to this video. And I did think about filming on a different day, but unfortunately the building works are going to go on for 3 months apparently. Yay me. So I will do my best to take away the noise. I live in an apartment, and even though I'm on the 3rd floor, there's a gym downstairs and it's being renovated. And I guess they have tight deadlines, but on the 3rd floor, I can hear the drilling from downstairs on the ground floor, even basement 1. And it sounds like they're literally drilling above me in the room above next door. Literally sounds like they're drilling into my head. And I think it's just because the vibrations travel, but it's honestly so bad. So please excuse me. I'm really sorry. Now that I've got that out of the way, today I am going to be reviewing the Dear Dahlia collection. It's not any particular collection or a limited edition collection specifically. However, it's a real combination of many different products. So if you don't know Dear Dahlia, you have come to the right place. And this is my second Dear Dahlia review. I will link down below the original Dear Dahlia review, but this is my second one, and it's going to be a combination of 2 big hauls. So you will see that, you will see me applying, you will see my truthful opinion as always, and please be prepared for the major gift with purchase that I will show you at some point in the video. I also wanted to just explain that I got this Dear Dahlia haul in Korea. So obviously it is a Korean brand, it's a vegan luxurious brand, and it's a newish brand. I believe they have been around, actually I'm not even going to guess, but if I can find the date that they've been around for, or since, should I say, I will include it on the screen. But I feel like they're a newish brand. And they have a flagship store in Gangnam, which is like the bougie place. In London, we would say it's the Mayfair of Korea. And honestly, their flagship store is stunning. To be honest, most Korean flagship stores are on another level. Like UK, you've got to learn. When you go to the Dear Dahlia store, unfortunately this time around it was under renovation. The top floor was under renovation, so I couldn't go upstairs. But downstairs is where they have all their makeup stations, all their makeup to look at and play with. You can get a little makeup consultation. Unlike the UK stores, you can't get your makeup done there because, as I've explained in a different video, in Korea you don't get your makeup done on beauty counters. You normally get it done in like a beauty shop. Anyway, more on that later. So upstairs they have a Dear Dahlia cafe, and obviously being a vegan friendly cafe, they don't even have like cow's milk. They have like oat milk and all of that nut milks, but they don't have cow milk, and all their cakes etc are vegan friendly. So it's actually a beautiful cafe. I've been there. I went there about 2 years ago, had some of their cakes. It was just so aesthetically pleasing. They even had like a makeup area, which I believe is where they do like makeup masterclasses etc. But the space upstairs is actually larger than downstairs, where it's more like a showroom. So I will try to include footage from like the first time as well, so you get an idea of just how stunning this store is. This is the final look. I've literally used pretty much a whole face of Dear Dahlia, which I will show you and explain in just a moment. But this is a finished look. If you're interested in finding out more about Dear Dahlia and also how I created this look, then please keep watching. So I'm going to start with the base for obvious reasons. I asked the lady if she had any concealers that weren't full coverage, but unfortunately they were all full coverage, very matte concealers, and that's the opposite of what I like, and it's also kind of drying for my skin. I feel like the more full coverage, the more matte finish something is, it generally is more suited to oily skin than dry skin, which is what I've got. So I decided not to deliberately purchase the concealer because I knew I wouldn't end up using it. So I've got a little bit of concealer on already, which isn't Dear Dahlia. However, I am going to start with my base, which is foundation. So they have a combination of cushion foundation, and also like a typical liquid foundation. However, I was recommended the cushion foundation for like dry skin, because apparently it's more hydrating. So because today's haul is a mixture of both old and new, mainly new, I wanted to show you the foundation I got last time, which is also cushion foundation, and also this time. Technically, I haven't opened any of the products, so technically it should still be fresh. So let's cross our fingers and hope for the best. The first foundation I got was the Blooming Edition Skin Paradise Pure Moisture Cushion Foundation in the color Peach Ivory. So looking at the website, this is still available. I am looking at the UK website, but it's in euros. So I'm assuming it's a European site. They do have a US/worldwide site. So I will include all the links down below, and hopefully I can include everything that I'm speaking about today. So this on the European website is 45 euros. So in the box, it has the actual cushion foundation, which is really pretty. Like, I personally really like this kind of marble design. I remember Hourglass previously had this sort of like marble design on one of their palettes, and I really loved it. But then someone commented saying that it looked like raw meat, which is a little bit morbid. Also, it comes with this really cute little cushion, compact cushion. It's got the Dear Dahlia logo on it as well. I shall use that as my tool. This time around, they also have the Skin Paradise Blooming Cushion, Silk Cushion. In fact, it's called the Skin Paradise Sheer Silk Cushion, and this has got SPF 50 in it. But the older version had SPF 37, which is such a random number. So this one, actually, the newest one, it's got a higher SPF. So I'll just show you both to compare. And what I might do, as long as the color is right, I will do half and half. So this is the newer cushion. I don't know like what the exact difference is other than the SPF. I don't know, maybe one's slightly less coverage. So if I open this one up, this is a slightly different format. So this one has the cushion inside. It's got a sticker on the mirror. Then you open it up, you peel back the sticker, and then, yeah. Whereas the older version, the cushion came separately. And then when you open it up, it looks like that. And then I'm assuming you can just keep the cushion on top. So like I said, I keep saying old, but you know what I mean, the older version of the foundation that I got that's still online. This one is, they're both 45 euros. This one is in the color Peach Ivory, and in the newer version, I got the shade FW4, just for a reference, in case any of you are similar to my skin tone, you now know. Also, just to say, I got a little bit of a tan whilst in Korea because the sun actually shone during the summer. And to be fair, we are having a little bit of a heat wave in the UK. So you can see I've got a little bit more bronziness and warmth in my face than I normally would do. Because here where I'm a bit paler, it's normally the shade that I am. And normally my neck is warmer than my face, but you can see my face is now sort of like warmer than my neck. So how it works is you press on to get product out onto your cushion. So this is the older version in Peach Ivory. Just going to apply that to my face. So it is a good color, but I feel that it's the shade I was before I tanned. But to be fair, I would rather be pale and warm up my skin than be too warm, and then you've got nowhere to go from there. When I had my makeup professionally done, it was a lot of patting. Even when they use, like, say, a normal liquid foundation in the Korean beauty shops, they still use cushions like this, and they pat. It's constantly a patting motion. They never apply foundation with a brush, so you never have that rubbing situation. And it's interesting because I've previously spoken about applying foundation and the way I apply it Generally, I do apply it with my hands, which involves rubbing, or a brush, which involves rubbing, but the areas that are textured, I deliberately pat because I don't want texture on my skin. And personally, I think by the way that the Koreans apply foundation, where they're constantly doing this patting, constantly doing this layering, kind of contributes to this sort of seamless, flawless skin look. And maybe that's one of the secrets. If you guys haven't seen it, I will include a link to the video where I got my makeup done professionally actually it was over like almost 2 years ago. I'll include that video down below. It's quite interesting how they did my makeup. I was so happy with the outcome. I genuinely felt like a K-drama actress for one day. And interestingly, they apply the foundation using a dry sponge, because I know in the West, people are obsessed with wetting their sponges. I've never been a sponge person personally, but I know that at one point it was a real fad to use and trend to use cushions to apply makeup. But Koreans don't wet their foundation. They keep it dry. So just FYI. You can see there is a color difference between this side and that side. I will hopefully match it up in a second, but honestly, this is normally my tone, especially during winter. So this would have been accurate when I got this foundation, which was winter. But you can see how flawless that looks. And I didn't apply a lot. It was just generally like a patting motion. And it's just, I mean, to be fair, my skin is glowy on its own because of the skincare that I use. However, I feel like this foundation has added more glow. So I would really be interested to see like how it sits, and then once it sort of like settles, whether it kind of creates any texture or dryness. Because I feel like sometimes foundation, when it first goes on, is quite glowy anyway, and then the second that it like sits for a bit, it gets like crunchy. It is a refillable palette as well, and it's really easy because all you have to do is just push up from the bottom. Can you see? So a bit more information about this foundation. It says it's a luminous, moisture-rich finish which combines plant-based natural ingredients to nourish and create radiant, dewy skin. The ultra-lightweight formula blends comfortably onto the skin. Like I said, it's SPF 37. It brightens the skin tone, reduces the appearance of wrinkles and fine lines, and effectively blocks and reflects UVA, UVB. It's got a natural coverage with lightweight and non-sticky texture with a soft glow finish. I think you would agree with most of that anyway. Next, I'm going to go in with the newer foundation, should I say, which is the Skin Paradise Blooming Cushion, but is a sheer silk cushion. And like I said, I've got the shade FW4. I mear, on the UK website, there's a 1 and there's a 4. But I'm sure globally, maybe even on the US website, there'll be more choices. And in fact, I think Dear Dahlia are, like, I'm looking on the Dear Dahlia website, but I believe they are on Cult Beauty or other quite large online retailers. So I will try to link to the best places where it gives more information and you can actually purchase it if you're interested. This cushion is slightly different. It's slightly more rounded, but it still has a little bit of a point. And I think that's clever because with round cushions, it's harder to get into like the corners of your nose, right under your eye. So it's clever because even with the other cushion, it looked like a teardrop. Currently on the UK website, it's sold out. It's 45 euros like the other cushion, but on the other global websites, they might have stock of it. So I will link down below. So here it's slightly different. I just pressed on it gently and a little bit of product came out. Let me just apply it. Now you can already see the shade is a little bit warmer. It's still fair for me right now, but it's a little bit warmer. So once I've applied it, I might just quickly even my face out a little bit. I'm not going anywhere, but I do have Zoom call meetings. I'm just going to continue to pat my face. So I do feel like this color is 100% better for me. Actually, it's different. It's slightly yellowy, but it is definitely a little bit sheerer than this one. This one, a little bit of product went a long way. I don't mind it. I like both. I, in fact, prefer like a light to medium coverage, but I'm just pointing out the differences. So I'm just going to even out my face so that it doesn't look like I'm like Two-Faced, whatever he's called. I also have this really annoying spot on my nose. I like to name my spots. I don't know if I'm the only weirdo. Please don't judge me in case I am. I like to name my spots. It makes me feel less bitter about it and more affectionate towards my spot, but it's quite a big one. Last time I named my spot Mathilde, and today I've named her Sally, so please excuse Sally. I'm just going to go in with an Hourglass concealer just to cover her a little bit more because she's particularly big, red and angry. So a little bit more information about this cushion. On the website, it says that it's for a flawless looking complexion, it's lightweight, it's long lasting, it's formulated with plant-based natural ingredients, and the gentle foundation evens out skin tone for a radiant finish. So interesting, this one was described as soft glow and this is radiant. It brightens skin tone, reduces the appearance of wrinkles and fine lines the same as the other one, effectively blocks and reflects UVA, UVB. But obviously this one is a higher SPF and it's got natural mineral powder with full coverage, providing a long-lasting semi-matte finish. Interesting. Semi-matte, but it's a radiant finish. But either way, I so far like both. Having looked at the application, I don't know if you guys can see it on camera. My skin here is a little bit more texturized than here, which is interesting. I'm just going to pat it with my hands because that's the easiest. The warmth from your fingers generally takes down texture. I feel that's helped massively with the texture. So again, I will check in at the end. Obviously, I have put the newer foundation on top of this side, but I felt like with this side, I didn't put any of the moisture cushion on and it just looked a little bit more texturized. So maybe this is better. And this was described as a semi-matte, meaning generally it's not as good for me because I have dry skin. So maybe that's why. But again, I will check in towards the end of the video. Right, now I am going to move on to eyes. So with my eyes, I haven't got anything on other than a little bit of brows. Now they do have a brow pencil, which again, I'm happy to link down below, but it was sort of like a generic brow pencil that you kind of see everywhere, and it's the sort of slightly chunkier version. It's nice when you first open it because it's freshly like cut, if you know what I mean, so you can still get that pinpoint effect. But I find when you start using it for a while, it generally gets a little bit blunt, and therefore I personally like precision with my brows to be able to create brush hair like strokes, if that makes sense. So I either like a really thin brow pencil or I prefer the brow pen to do my brows. So I've done my brows, cutting a long story short, and then I've got a couple of eye products, and by a couple I mean a lot. Normally I would do my eyeshadow first, or if I do eyeshadow, I do it first before liner and mascara, etc. So I wanted to show you the eyeshadow palette that I got, which is the Dream Velvet eyeshadow palette, and it's $31. So it is a quad eyeshadow palette, which looks like that. And I just thought it's the easiest kind of eyeshadow palette to go for, that I'm more likely to reach and grab over the years. So this one is described as a coordinated quad of harmonious colors composed of velvety mattes, radiant shimmers and multidimensional glitters. It's designed to create easy, soft to bold looks. Advanced pigment rich formulations provide luxurious finishes with high pickup and intense payoff to offer effortless blending and long-lasting creaseless wear. Infused with Dahlia variabilis flower extract, which I think is in all their products, by the way. It's proven skin conditioning properties known to help protect the skin and provide long-lasting benefits to promote healthy-looking skin. Let me just first swatch it for you. So that's the swatches of the 4 shades, as you can see. So it's a really wearable colours, right? And they're very light, really thin layer. They're not chunky at all. I don't know if you know what I mean by that. And they just glide on quite seamlessly. They are quite pigmented, which is really nice. So this one is more like a shimmer, and that's more of a sparkle. But even then, it's more glitter, if that makes sense. So it's more bitty, whereas this one is just very seamless, smooth, will glide on, and I think that will be a beautiful highlighter or spotlight for one of these two shades. So this would be great as a crease color or a base color. So even though it's very basic in terms of the typical browns that you can get in a palette, they are really harmonious and they're really nice versions of these colors, if that makes sense. So I'm going to be really basic. I'm going to go in with that color as a base and then that as a spotlight. And I won't apply the glitter because I have something else in terms of a glitter. On the back, they also have the shade names, which is really handy. So you always know what color you like. So this color is called Cool Sand, and this color is called Golden Caramel. And I forgot to say, this palette is called Moonlit Desert, which is a very, very, very nice name. And actually it's very appropriate. It's very apt for the shades that are in here. Guys, it's gotten quieter, which is incredible because it was driving me insane. I really hope you can't pick up the noises. Anyway, I will try to also give you more information on the brushes a bit later, but I also got a set of brushes. I'm going to try to use the Dear Dahlia brushes as much as possible. Now, for the sake of this video, I haven't actually put on any primer. If I were to go out, like say if I was heading out today, I would probably want to put on a little bit of primer. But because I am just at home, it doesn't really matter if it like moves, creases, smudges, even though it technically says it's not supposed to crease. So that's a really nice color. And it just applied so beautifully and it almost feels like a cream. Especially with this brush. I don't know if it's the shadow, if it's this brush or a combination of the two. The brush is going to be synthetic just because this is a vegan brand, just FYI. I think I pointed that out earlier. That was just so quick and easy to apply. Wow, I love that. And then I will do a little bit maybe under my eyes later with the same color just to frame my eye. But for now, because I haven't finished with my makeup yet, I tend to like to do my makeup, then I set it, and then I like to do the lower lashes just in that order because I find that that's more like foolproof. And then any shimmery colors I always recommend applying with your fingers just because it applies better. So I'm just going to go in with the shimmery tone just there. And use it in the center of my lid. Can you see that eye? It's just so pretty, guys. I love it. And do you know what? I have so many brown palettes. I really do. But I don't feel like meh about it. I actually love it. And I think I've spoken about this in a previous video. I have different locations, should I say, where makeup goes. So if I really love it, it goes into my drawer. It becomes the chosen one. And if I am like meh about it, it doesn't necessarily mean because it's a bad product. It might just mean like I know realistically I'm not really going to use it. I tend to put in another bag where I then give to my friends. So that's the two locations, but this will definitely be going into my drawer. Again, I will see how it sits throughout the time that I'm doing this video and whether it creases or not, but technically it shouldn't because it's supposed to be crease free. So yeah, and my skin is still looking super glowy. I feel like NASA could pick me up on their satellite right now. Loving those. Then by the way, I've got a Zoom later. They're going to think, where are you off to? You've really made an effort for this Zoom call. Then I have got a liquid eyeshadow, which is called the Paradise Shine Eye Sequin, which is a liquid eyeshadow. So they come in several shades, but I only got one. It's currently on sale. So it was €31, but it's now €21.70. And on the website, on the European website, they've only got two shades, which is Blushing Aurora and Vanilla Cloud. There's more colors on the Look Fantastic website, so I'll definitely link that down below. So just to show you a swatch of the shade, it's so pretty, honestly. Like, how stunning is that? So that's called Angel's Tears. It's appropriate, right? I feel like if angels or even Jesus cried, it would just be like diamonds and glitter. So let me just apply a little bit on the inner corner. And I'm going to apply a little bit underneath later on. But again, like I want to do my makeup first, finish it off before I apply anything on my lower lid. But so far you can see, like, it's not like a childish glitter. It's beautiful, honestly. Like, look at that. And the glitter isn't like chunky like you can get on some products. So I really, really love that. It is described as more than an ordinary eyeshadow. This formula is infused with a blend of high shine pearls and glamorous glitters. Ideal for creating a show-stopping look, this liquid formula will make you shimmer. Lightweight, the formula is still compatible to wear, sitting weightlessly on the skin. It's very lightweight. You can't feel it. Like I said, it's not chunky. It's very lightweight. Thanks to its whipped texture, the liner glides on, promising long-lasting wear, while the water-based texture minimalizes fallout. That's very true. Spice up any makeup look with a multi-dimensional sparkle, creating the looks you've dreamed of. As if that wasn't enough, the powder is infused with the brand signature 𝕕𝕬𝕓𝕬𝕑 flower extract. So like I said, will go back to the underneath of my eyes, but for now, that's done. Then I am going to go in with liner. God knows I need it. So I have got two different liners, which is the eyeliner pencil and Pro Liquid Eyeliner. So I'll show you both. So on the European website, they only have the liquid liner. Sorry, I keep going back and forth, but I just want to give you all the information as much as possible because I am in the UK. I want to give UK or at least European prices. But at the same time, I'm fully aware that a lot of my audience who watch, you guys are in the US or, you know, other parts of the world. So that's why I'm trying to give global information, I guess. Look at me being global. So this Paradise Dream Precision Pro liquid eyeliner is in this rose gold packaging. To be honest, rose gold is really the theme. Like there's a common theme where it's like marbled design, rose gold. So if you like that, you're going to love the packaging for Dear Dahlia. This one is €31 and it's in the shade noir as in black and mahogany brown. I believe I got the mahogany brown. Yes, I did. That's what it looks like. So I do like black eyeliners if I am feeling very Adele, you know, Adele the singer, Adele, because she always has the best eyeliners. It looks beautiful on her eyes. However, if I want something a little bit toned down, I use brown liner. So I normally do my like wing first on both eyes so that it's even, and then I map out the rest. And I tend to do my liner from the center. Normally I find my eyeliner really easy to do, but watch how I make mistakes on this video. Because I've got falsies on, I don't feel like I need to put on a lot of liner because the way that the lady who does my liner and my lashes, she normally puts a really close, well, technically they are sitting on my lashes, but she puts a really close to the top lash line. So it almost looks like a liner, if you know what I mean, even without having liner on. That liner is fantastic. I'm going to keep it on, and as long as it doesn't budge, it's going to become one of my new favorite liners because it not only applies so easily, the brush is just perfect, has a perfect level of firmness. You know, some brushes are very flip-floppy, like some people in your life, and then others are like super firm and there's almost no room for flexibility, but this has got the perfect amount of firmness in it to really do more of a defined line. So it's not the neatest, but it will absolutely do. So like I said, that is the liquid eyeliner, and on the website it just says it's a liquid eyeliner that delivers long-lasting intense color with a matte finish for high impact eyes. It's fast drying, yes, water resistant and smudge proof formula, thank God. It uses an ink tank system to provide smooth, seamless lines in a single stroke without feathering, fading or cracking. Non-splitting sponge brush with a flexible high tension tip which allows for easy control and precise application. Infused with patented Dahlia flower extract and certified organic sweet almond oil, argan oil, shea butter, cacao seed butter to naturally nourish and protect the delicate eye area. Now, that's great for people who don't have sensitive eyes, but for you, that might sound like a nightmare to you. So if you have sensitivities around the eye, please always read the ingredients list. So that is the liner. However, like I said, I also got the eyeliner in a pencil form. So that is here, and it's called the Perfect Designing Eyeliner Pencil. So I'm glad I did my eyes properly because I forgot this is not a dark color, it's actually a glitter pencil. I will show you. So this is what it looks like. Again, stunning. This one is more a matte finish, whereas the other liner was more of a shiny finish. And if I twist it up, that's the color. Now, these sort of colors, whether shimmery or matte, where it's very light, are very popular in Korea because, again, I've explained it in great length in my other video where I got a Korean makeover, again, link down below. But Korean people, not everyone, I won't say everyone, the girls generally, a lot of the girls, the majority of girls have had surgery where they have inputted something just underneath their eye. So it, in my mind, it looks like a speed bump. So I call it the speed bump, but in Korean it's translated into love or affection skin. That sounds really weird, but it's supposed to make people look more youthful, cute, etc. But I find it so ironic that in the UK, or in the Western countries, should I say, they're so desperately trying to make the under eye area smooth, flat, bright as possible, and in Korea they want these like lumps under their eyes. So for those who don't have surgery, or even if they do, they like to put a really light color underneath their eye to create the illusion that it's that speed bump, because as you know, contour tends to put things in and highlights tends to bring things out. So when they put it underneath, it kind of gives the impression of a raised skin under the eye. Again, I will show you later on once I'm done with the under eye area. That pencil, let me see where it is. It's not on the European website again. So let me just check. I think it's because Dear Dahlia is still a relatively new-ish brand in the last few years. And obviously they start in Korea first, then they see if there's any like possibility or any reaction globally. So that's why I think in terms of the UK or Europe, it's still a relatively unknown brand. I feel like the US is better with bringing in more international products, especially from Korea, because they have a lot more of a bigger Korean community. Anyway, that's my thoughts on it. So it's $28 and it's described as a gel-based pencil which delivers richly pigmented color to create multiple looks. The precise liner glides on and is easy to adjust for your desired effect. Defined, blended, or smudged. So like I said, I promise I'll go back to that at the end. I'm having to go back to the end for a few of them. And in fact, oh, I just realized it comes with a refill, the pencil. That is brilliant. So you don't even need to buy for, you know, for a while. It has a refill included in the pencil, not the liquid liner, but the pencil. I also got a lash serum. Now, obviously, I'm not going to apply it now for obvious reasons, but just to show you, that's what it looks like. It's got this sort of like clear, spoolie situation for the lash serum, and then it's got a tonic on the other end that's like this really thin brush. I actually haven't used a lash serum in ages, only because I have falsies on, and I find that when I apply a lash serum, my falsies don't last as long. However, when I do use a serum, use the UK lash one, which is pretty good, but I've never seen one where there's two ends to it, and I've never heard of a tonic. I've only heard of a lash serum. So I'll be really interested to find out what that is about. Interestingly, it's not on any of the sites. Okay, I'm going to just try and read from the box. By the way, the print is so small. I feel like a grandma these days. I'm like squinting to read it. So excuse me whilst I squint. It says the dual lash serum is an eyelash serum that contains patented and 8 peptide complexes that are effective for eyelashes. It helps strengthen the roots of thin and weak eyelashes. The dual tonic and serum formula provides intensive nutrition and natural curling at the same time. Interesting. It's infused with obviously the extract. So that's about it. If I find any more information, I will let you know. It's strengthening and helps to curl, which is interesting. I've never heard that before. I'm assuming I apply the tonic first because it's that thin brush, and then I'm assuming I apply the serum to just brush through it, but we shall see. I shall find out. I shall be the guinea pig and I shall get back to you on that. Then I got the mascara, which is the Paradise Dream Volume and Long Lash Mascara. even though I have falsies on right now, just wanted to get the mascara just to try it. So this is 35 euros, and I think it comes in 2 colors. So it comes in black and brown. Now, the opposite to liner, I like wearing brown liner because I feel like it's not as intense, but with mascara, if you're gonna wear it, go big or go home. Like, brown mascara hardly makes any impact unless you're super fair and you've got like really fair lashes, like blonde lashes. But to someone like myself, brown really doesn't make a difference, so you might as well go with black. So it's described as a high intensity mascara that glides on to create longer, fuller, thicker lashes. The talc-free formula with floral leaf-shaped fibers provides dramatic length and buildable volume without weighing lashes down or clumping, while the curved brush separates and defines with maximum lift and hold for multidimensional lashes. There's an innovative triple proof complex, delivers non-smudging, long-lasting wear with a matte finish. It sounds like it's just going to change my life. So of course I can apply it to the top of my lashes, but I don't want to because it will ruin my lashes. And let's just say they're not cheap. So I'm going to just brush out my lashes now that I've done the top part of my eye makeup, and I'm just going to, in fact, do you know what? I was going to apply on my lower lashes, but again, sorry guys, I'm just going to wait until the end and do it in order. Hopefully it will all make sense. Then I also got an eyelash curler last time because apparently, I think it's like one of their bestsellers. Maybe she was lying to me, but it's again something that I don't need whilst I have falsies on, but it's something that I might need in the future when I don't have falsies on. So that's why I got it. Again, I got it about a year ago. I'm losing sense of time right now because I've been to Korea quite a few times now. Yes, so it's called Dream Lash Curler and it's $19. Again, it's in the signature rose gold color and design, and it's got, you know, that pad that protects your eye. It's in this like pinky blush color, which is so pretty. So it says, tailored for perfection, Dear Dahlia's eye defining collection offers eye intensifying tools for ultimate 3D drama, and it includes a silicone pad. So it includes an extra pad, which is very, very nice, although it's not in the same blush pink, if that matters. So when I used to just have my normal lashes without falsies, I would tend to curl my lashes, but obviously I don't need it whilst I've got falsies on. I would love to know what you guys think of eyelash curlers and whether you like using them. I know when I used to work in makeup, clients were quite squeamish, especially when a stranger is applying their lash curler to their eyes, which I 100% get. But what are your thoughts on it? Are you quite squeamish? Do you find it like it helps? Like I said, it's interesting that they're using eyelash curlers or sell eyelash curlers, which I think is personally healthier for your lashes, because again, when I got my professional makeup done, do you know what? I'm not going to say what they did. If you're interested, you can go see the video. Otherwise, this video is going to be so long. But let's just say they used a technique where for a second, the hairs on my arm stood up. So it was a bit like, ooh. Anyway, so that's my eyes semi-done until the rest of my makeup is done. Now, I didn't get any contour or like blush. I don't know why. Maybe none of the colors appealed to me. Genuinely cannot remember why I didn't get any like color product. They do have a bronzer actually, looking at their website. They have, yeah, and they have lots of blushes. But instead, what I'm going to do is I will use one of the many lip products that I got to apply it as a blush. And when I say many lip products, I mean many lip products. I don't know why I got so many, but I think I just wanted to get like several in different formulas. Like I've got a Satin Glow lip stain. I've got a lip balm, but that's a colored one. Then I've got a lip tint. Then I've got a liquid lipstick, and I've got a velour lip stain. Guys, what am I like? Let me just go one by one. I don't have many lips. What I'll do is I'll just swatch it for you just to give you an idea of the color. And once I've swatched it, I will then decide which one I want to use as my lip and which one I want to use as my blush color. I'm going to swatch the Blooming Edition Satin Glow Lip Stain first, which is $31. It's a long-wearing liquid lipstick that delivers a hydrating tint and a luminous satin glow. The lightweight water gel formula with a delicate pigment glosses over and melts onto skin to provide superior comfort and moisturizing shine without stickiness or feathering. It leaves your lips glazed with a lasting stain of buildable color. And then again, it's infused with all the signature patented Dahlia extracts. So I got it in the shade Wildflower. That's what the packaging looks like. Oh, and another thing, it's very octagonal. There's a lot of octagonal designs in, I forgot to say earlier, I said rose gold and marble, but it's also very octagonal. So let me just show you. Wow. That's a color. It's very pretty. I feel like you could definitely tone it down as well to where it's more of a subtle stain. Because I have the zoom later, I don't want to look like I'm trying too hard. So I won't put that color on, but that is Wildflower in the Blooming Edition Satin Glow Lip Stain. Then I'm going to show you the Blooming Edition Lip Paradise Color Balm, which is $32. I got the shade Giselle, however you want to say it, and this is how it looks in that typical packaging, similar to the liquid eyeliner. It's a hydrating lipstick balm. The Blooming Edition Lip Paradise Color Balm can be layered in multiple ways to deliver buildable color payoff in a dewdrop-like hydrating texture. I love the way they described it. The moisture-rich balm is formulated with a plant-based moisturizing ingredients, providing a volumized, radiant glow without stickiness or any discomfort. And again, obviously, it's infused with their extract. I don't even think I need to say it now. You guys know it's infused. Everything's infused with the extract. Ooh, that's a really pretty color. Love that color. Such an easy daily wearable shade. So I am looking forward to wearing that. Then I've got the Paradise Dream Velvet Lip Mousse, which is $31. And I got it in 2 shades in the colors Teddy and Plush. This is what it looks like, the outer packaging, very pretty. So that is Teddy and that is Plush. I feel like that color would appeal to a lot of people because it's slightly browny, neutrally easy to wear. On the website, it's described as a whipped lip mousse that glides on and delivers a soft, focusy, powdery matte finish. The airy mousse-like texture coats lips with buildable long-wear color without the drying discomfort. That's the lip mousse. Then there is a sensuous matte lip suit, which I'm not quite sure what that means. It's a liquid lipstick basically, and I got the shade Tender. It's an ultra lightweight liquid lipstick that effortlessly glides on with a smooth silk to matte finish. The high pigment formula with a hydrating air-fit texture perfectly sets onto your lips with buildable vivid color and ensures long-lasting wear without the drying discomfort. So let's just test this. Like I said, it's in the shade Tender. Ooh, that is so pretty. So it's very similar to Plush, but it's more terracotta-y, I want to say. That's quite a pretty color as well. But again, I can see it's very pigmented. So again, for me, it's going to be a bit much for the meeting. So that will be a no. But don't worry, I've got TBC on the rest. And I have got 2 more lip colors to go. So this is the Blooming Edition Petal Touch Plumping Lip Velour Lip Stain. The titles are very long. So this one is €28. And I got 2, as you can see, in the colors Hush and Whisper, which I love the names. This is the outer packaging, so it's very pink. It's described as a long-wearing liquid lipstick that delivers a lush pigment stain with a mild cooling and fresh plumping effect. The ultra creamy petal-like formula softly coats and adheres to lips to provide instant volume and lasting moisture-rich color with a refined velvet finish. It just sounds like my ideal lipstick. Like, it's got a velvet finish, it's hydrating, it's plumping. What more do you want in life? So like I said, this is the color Hush. That's really pretty. And that could be a nice blush color. So let me put that to one side. That's TBC. And this is Whisper. I can see I've got similar shades here. So Whisper is there. This one was Tender and Plush. To be fair, There are slight differences to the three shades, even though they're probably in similar family categories. My husband would look at this and say it's exactly the same colour. But anyway, they're not. We know. Girls know. Now, having seen all the colours, I think I'm going to go with this, which is Hush, on both my lips and cheeks. However, I think I'm going to apply the lip balm first so you guys can just see the lip balm by itself. Sorry to go for the not so obvious shades, but like I said, I have got a Zoom call, so I don't want to be too dolly-like. I'm already going to be glitterfied. So let me just, yeah, I've got a bit of lip balm left, but this is the lip balm from earlier in the shade 𝕕𝕠𝕟'𝕥. It's super pretty. And it's just very lightweight, very hydrating. It's got a slight, absolutely slight scent to it, but honestly, barely anything. So even those who don't like fragrances, you'll be absolutely fine. I like the fact that even though it's a lip balm, it's got oils in it from the extract, the famous extract that goes into everything. So I feel that it would still be acceptable as a lip balm because it's got the oils in it, so it's more hydrating. So that's 𝕕𝕠𝕟'𝕥 on its own. Then I'm going to go in with Hush, which I just showed you. So this is the one that's supposed to be slightly lip plumping. What I like about this is not too crazy in terms of pigment, which is nice because it's buildable. Sometimes you just apply something and you're like, oh, and you can't wait to get it off. Then for my cheeks, I'm actually going to apply it on the back of my hand, which I would always, I hate, again, it's a pet peeve of mine, when I see bloggers. I recently saw a bunch of bloggers get the Charlotte Tilbury, again going off on a tangent, blush ones, and they were like dob, 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 and I was like, which is just a worst nightmare because it just doesn't blend out. It's the worst way you can apply a liquid blush, to be honest. And then afterwards, they were all literally different bloggers, but were all like, oh, I think I've applied too much. I think I need to calm it down. And I'm like, do you think? Anyway, so I'm going to go in with another Dear Dahlia brush to just apply it from the back of my hand. So I'm just literally going to use a little bit because you can always build, but it's hard to remove. So I'm just going to gently apply. This is actually a really nice colour. I'm barely applying pressure. It's so pretty. It's just so, like, on my hand it looks dark, right? But on my face, it just, I feel like it just lifts my skin and really brightens it. And also the fact that it kind of like, not kind of, it matches with my lipstick. So you can see the difference in terms of like, it's the same color, but on my lips, full pigment, and on my face, just lightly applied, lightly applied. How pretty is that? I feel like a new woman, honestly I do. Now, let me just go in with some powder to set my face, and then I will finish my eyes and give you my final verdict. Again, Dear Dahlia, I believe they did have the setting powder, but it was loose. So I'm not really a loose powder fan. I prefer like pressed powder, hence why, and you guys know I love my Charlotte Tilbury, so that will be linked down below as well. So I'm just going to quickly set my face, just please bear with me. Now, you guys might think I've mattified too much, but trust me, my face gets shiny in an instant. So I have just removed any excess oil. And then I'm going to go back in with the eyeshadow palette in the order that I said I would, with that brown, a little bit of shadow underneath my eye. Now this is great for smoky eye, but for Koreans this is their nightmare because they want under eyes to be bright. So I'm just going to add to it, using my pencil from earlier, line, can you see, closer to my eyes? And that's already added a brightness. Can you see how it looks a little bit raised? Or is that just me? Am I crazy? Then I'm going to go back in with the angel tears for some real 𝕊𝕐𝕐𝕚. I'm just going to apply it to just the center to give the center a bit more raised effect. And a little bit more in the inner corner now that my eyes are done. How pretty is that? I feel like a disco ball, but in the best way possible. Then I'm going to go back in with the mascara. Well, I say back in, it's the first time I'm applying it. And apply it down below, excuse my mascara face. So that is my eyes done. What do you guys think? Sorry about the close-up. So that is the look. Before I finish, I am just going to quickly see if I can find more information as well on the brushes. Yes, so I believe this is the Blooming Edition Pro Petal brush set. So it comes with 5 brushes. Yeah, it's definitely this. And you saw me use 2, one for my eyeshadow, one for my blush, one for like a big powder brush. Actually, I could have used that for my powder, oh well. And then a smaller kind of fluffy brush to probably blend out the eyeshadow. And then a more dense, what I imagine could be used as a eyeliner or like smudging eyeliner brush. So they're actually really good brushes. And it comes like this, which is amazing. And it says all Dear Dahlia brushes are crafted with high quality vegan bristles for the smoothest, softest application and work with wet and dry formulas. They're made of irritation-free and hygienic natural material. Our brushes are suitable for all skin types, even the most sensitive. Like I told you earlier, it just applied that eyeshadow so beautifully. So I am really, really happy with it. So that's the eyes, my face, my lips. What I will also do is I will do a check-in later just to show you how the makeup has lasted, any comments I need to make about the texture of my skin and face, how it's lasted, whether the eyeshadow is creased. You get the gist. Obviously the lips aren't going to last as much because I will be eating, of course, but I will check in later just so that you guys can see. Before I give you my final thoughts, this is going to be a whole nother segment. Sorry, this video is so long, but there's going to be a whole nother segment on just gift with purchase. Now in Korea, gift with purchase is absolute madness in the best way possible. So in Korea, most of the beauty shops are very generous, and the more you spend, the more you get, which may sound obvious, but in the UK, I don't know what it's like in the rest of the world or for my US friends, but in the rest of the world, I feel like you're begging for freebies, and they're always like, thank you for spending like a month's worth of your salary with us. Here's one sachet for you, just to say huge thank you for your money and spending. And you're like, great, this sachet is going to last just for one side of my face. But in Korea, they're very generous. Like they cannot give you enough samples, I'm telling you. I think it also helps if you're nice. If you're nice, I think they give you a little bit more. That's just my theory, but anyway, guys, I literally am making space on my freaking table because you are not ready for gift with purchase. This whole bag, which is bigger than my face, and my face is big, is gift with purchase. Now, I can't go through everything and tell you what things are because I just don't have the time for it. And this will be a 2-hour longer video. But I do want to go through it because I think it's so fun. And I haven't even seen properly what they've given me because I genuinely just wanted to go through it with you guys and experience it with you guys on camera. By the way, these goodies are a mixture of both times I purchased. Obviously, I did purchase a lot of products, but honestly, I got more freebies than the items I purchased, just FYI. So, Lip Paradise Effortless Matte Lipstick Mini Trio. It comes like, oh gosh, that wasn't very smooth. So it comes like this, which is so cute, and that is so travel friendly. When you open it up, the lipstick, that will last you a good amount of time. They're also perfect as gifts, as stocking fillers, or you could just keep it for yourself. They also gave like mini mousse lip tints, and that's what it looks like. But again, so generous, and they will last ages, trust me. And they're so handbag friendly, more importantly. Then they gave this really cute Dear Dahlia sponge. It's in the shape of a flower. To be honest, I don't know what you're going to use this sponge for because it's massive. It's like too big for the face. I don't know, maybe you could use it as like a body sponge to apply like some body shimmer or gloss to your body for the summer. Maybe you could use it as a body wash for the shower, but either way, it's cute. With the lash serum, it was actually, she told me you're better off just buying this, which was a set, but it included the lash serum. Well, I say included the lash serum. You're buying it, but it includes other things. So it includes a mini mascara, like that, which again is a very generous size. I'm not going to open it because once you open mascaras, they tend to go off after a while. And then a travel size skin conditioning lip-and-eye remover travel size. How good is that? Because if we need anything, it's going to be a lip and eye remover, right? And then I got a micellar cleansing water travel size as well. So that's so handy because again, micellar water is always appreciated. Then I got a Pure Moisture sun lotion with SPF 50 in it. That's really nice. I think I got another micellar water and lip and eye conditioning travel set duo. So I got 2 of those. Then they gave me this. Can you see how many damn products are in there? So it includes again Pure Moisture sun lotion SPF 50, and honestly those are so great for travel or just keeping in your handbag if you're that person that likes to top up your sun cream throughout the day. Then it's got a Blooming Edition Glass Shine lip topper, a Paradise Blooming Balm mini lip balm. Oh, it's got a mini lip balm. Hopefully it's in the color that I got. And then it's got a full-sized Intense Satin lipstick. It's got a mini lip mousse trio, which must be tiny because it fits into that box, 3 of them. And then a little like, oh, it's cute, it's a lid. So it's a lid of a lipstick and it comes with a little rose gold chain, which it's so clever. So if I take out that full-size lipstick they gave to me for free, that's what the lipstick looks like, by the way, guys. And then that's the color, which is actually really stunning. I love it when brands give you stuff that you actually will wear and use, like that, taking off the lid, and then you've got a lipstick on your handbag. I'm personally not that person, but I love the idea of it. How generous is that gift though, alone? Then they gave me a Dear Dahlia makeup bag with the Dear Dahlia logo, and it's in a vegan leather case. It's just so useful and practical. It's such a lovely case actually. And they actually, I realized, gave me another makeup case which was in the marble design, but I gave that to my mum as a gift. So yeah. In fact, I might have given her more stuff from my freebie collection because I had so much. So that's another thing they gave for free. Then they gave me the lash curler for free without realizing I got it last time. So just FYI, they gave me that. And then they gave me a handheld Dear Dahlia mirror. Now, I think some of these items, even if you wanted to buy them, they're not for sale. So it's actually a really cute gift. So it looks like this on one end, much like a compact case is. Then it looks like this on the other end. It literally looks like a diamond. How cool is that? Then you lift it up and you've got the mirror. It's such a cute compact case. I love it. It's so lovely, and I would actually use it. And then they've given me another Blooming Edition Petal Touch Up Plumping Lip Velour and a soft hand cream sample sachet. Then they gave me a makeup brush, which is a mini makeup brush, but it's still a sizable makeup brush, and it's dual-ended. It comes with what looks like an eyeshadow brush on one end and a tiny little either eyeliner, or you could even use it as a lip brush, I guess. But it's so cute that it comes in this little case, which is very handbag friendly. Because a lot of brushes don't come with a case, so when it's in your handbag, it's really unhygienic because it's picking up all the like dirt and debris that gets inside. So this is a really nice gift. And yes, there's one more thing. They gave a 5-layer soft cotton pad travel size, which is in the Dear Dahlia box. And then when you open it up, it includes the world's thickest, most luxurious feeling cotton pad. So honestly, guys, how generous are the freaking gifts? And when I do another review, you guys will see that they are so generous. Not just Dear Dahlia, but like another brand that I will show you in a video, which I'll upload soon, hopefully. We'll film and upload soon. Yeah, I'm just so happy with the ultimate look. Like I said, I will check in later to show you. But so far, just so impressed with the makeup. I am just so impressed with the brand. And it's a brand that just performs so well. If you don't know Dear Dahlia, why not? You should do. And if you don't, hopefully you will have been introduced and fallen in love through me for this Korean, sort of newish, vegan luxury brand. What do you guys think of the products that I use? What did you guys love the most? Do you even know Dear Dahlia? If you do and you have their products, what do you have? I would love to know. Please comment down below. And what do you think of the gift with purchase? It's mad, right? It's so generous. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that video, and I will check in again in a bit.